Guys, we're going to talk about what it takes to be successful in real estate. Whether you're part time or full time, you really need to get your business running just like any other small business. This is not an exception. Being a realtor is just like having any other small business, whether it's a boutique, a fruit stand, a restaurant. You are your own employee starting out. So let's talk about what it takes to make a successful business. One is always answer your calls. From here on out, I don't care who it's from, answer the darn phone. So many agents miss the boat right here. This is the reason that Zillow is in business right now. They realized that all they had to do is answer the phone and people would spill out information to them about wanting to see a house. So answer your calls, answer your texts, and always check your emails 2 to 3 times a day. Check your spam for sure. Never make promises you can't keep. If you're going to say you're going to do something, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it better than it was expected, and you'll always look great and get positive reviews. Be 5 to 10 minutes early and be organized. People can spot an unorganized person. You want to really be organized, have answers quick. Be positive when everyone else is being negative around you. If you start hearing somebody bad mouthing the other person, whether it be another realtor, don't jump on that ship. Just be positive. Guys, I promise you, people will always notice those little traits like that person is a very professional person because they're not jumping on board the negative train. Loose lips sink ships, and rumors are going to go around. So always remain professional, and even when they do, just remain positive. You're going to do the best you can do. People make mistakes, but just keep your mouth shut and be positive. So next is, now you have to think like a business. Start acting like a business. Think about what it takes to make a business successful. You have to advertise. Absolutely. You have to market yourself. Yes, you do. Then you just have to do a good job. That's right, you do. You have to do a good job. After that, you have to make sure that whoever you helped, whether it be a customer or a client, their expectations were either met or exceeded. If they had expectations here, even though you did a great job, if you fell short of those expectations, well, they're going to remember that. So remember, the best form of advertisement, word of mouth. Hands down, that's across the board. Even with Nike tennis shoes, when you see one kid with a pair of tennis shoes and the other kid sees that person with a kid with the tennis shoes, he goes to tell his mama on some shoes like that. That's word of mouth. When you ask somebody in our group text, hey, who's a good home inspector? And somebody says, hey, Brad Lane or Superior Inspections does a great job for me. That's word of mouth. That's what you want when somebody says, hey, who's a good real estate agent? Kenny Bounds. She is by far the best. If you can get somebody to say that and be their person for you, then your business is going to take off. The more people you can get that can do that, your business is just going to run on auto. You don't have to advertise. You don't have to market. So how do you get there? The first thing is you need a good headshot. Agents, if you've been in the business for a few years, update your headshots. Don't be giving somebody false expectations starting off, because if you do, they're going to recognize this person doesn't keep up with their business. They don't update their profiles. So update your headshot. The times has changed since the computer era, and the younger generations, they are online a lot, and an updated headshot can go a long way with somebody. Written bio. Most agents wrote their bio their first week of real estate and never went back and changed it. Go in there now that you've been in the business for a while and write that bio. Make sure that you update this very regularly on all the sites, Realtor.com, Zillow, the intranet, wherever your bio can go, make sure it's updated. Your website, go ahead and start now. Spend some time with your website. Spend some time making the pictures, all the content to fill out your website. These are hard. It's going to take a year to figure out and fix your website the way you want it. But if you start now, guess what? In a year, you'll have a jam up website. I know I've done this. It's aggravating, but go ahead and just dedicate 2 hours a week to it, and you will have a really cool website, a lead generating website, and a website that'll help you get more clients all together. Because when you answer a call and somebody's kind of on the fence about you, what they Google could make or break if you're going to get that client to answer the phone when you call them back. Business cards, always have business cards. You still want to reach out to as many people as you can, and you can put these cards in so many different places. So make sure that you have plenty of business cards and that you're actually putting those cards out in donut shops, restaurants, wherever you can put them. Broker goal meeting. I set this up. You need to have goals. Everybody needs to set a goal. That way you can measure your success. We can get together. I can help you with this. We're going to go over in the next chapter some different ways to set the financial goals. Marketing photos. Don't ever forget, never stop taking your marketing photos. These are great on your listing presentations, your buyers presentations, and your website. So websites and apps. These are all really handy that you as a real estate agent should have. One is a Gmail calendar. It syncs with so many different platforms. You can set your calendars up and not be late, set up reminders. If you're not busy now, you probably will be if you finish this class, and you're going to want this Gmail calendar to keep you in sync with what to do and when. It helps you get things done faster and not forget things. This is your first system and procedure that you're building for your small businesses, setting up your calendar on when and where you can do. So Zoom. Zoom is you can start a free trial. You may want to meet a client one day over Zoom from out of state, especially if you're doing any online paid leads. You may run into somebody like that. You want to have all that set up on the front end rather than saying, hey, I don't have an account. Let me set one up real quick. Loan calculator. Have a good loan calculator on your phone. Know how to use it. Be comfortable with it. Play with it a little bit. Run it on yourself a few times. This could really help you out at an appointment where a client may be wondering if they can afford that house. Always follow it up with their lender, but I can pull out a loan calculator and maybe get them a little bit close. Calendly is a great tool for you to send out to clients so they can set appointments with you. If you set up a broker goal meeting with me, you'd likely use that app. So a CRM, we'll get into that later of what it is, but you want to go ahead and download that app out of the intranet and start just getting comfortable with it. Spend a little time with your CRM, just like your website, just a little bit each week where you can start getting comfortable with it. If you're going to be a full-time real estate agent, you will want a good CRM. Land Glide, that's a tool where you can find the boundaries and the parcel numbers, all that. If you're on a showing and they're wondering where the property lines are, you can get them close. If they're wondering if that shed comes on the property, that's what's helped me a lot. MLS, get to use it, set up searches for yourself. Learn how to use the MLS. This will be one of your biggest tools. Also get the app. Cam Scanner helps you take a picture of a document and it cleans it up, brightens it up, and will turn it into a PDF where you can email it, make it look very, very professional. Never take a picture of a contract and send it to somebody. Realtor.com, be sure to go on to realtor.com, log in as a professional. When it goes into log in, look at the bottom, it'll say log in as real estate professional. Make sure that profile's filled out. Your headshot, your bio is up to date. Your Zillow, do the same thing. Go in, log in, update everything. Also your past sales. And also Zillow 3D Home. Each of you with Premier Agent can use this 3D Home. If you have a listing, this is a huge tool. It promotes your house on Zillow a little bit more than the normal house listed. It's a free app. You download it, you go to the house, you take your camera, you spin it around in a 360 formation, and it will literally create a 3D tour of that house. It's really easy to use. There's no excuse not to use it, other than you can look at yourself in the face and say, I'm not using all the tools available to me to list this house. I'm guilty as well. It's time consuming, but just know it's there. We should all be using it. Zillow Premier Agent, have that app, and keep your profile straight. Keep it up to date, and this will help you get those Zillow leads. Super E-Key, this helps you get in the doors, showing time, schedule appointments. DocuSign. LoopNet is where you will search for commercial properties. This is a great tool. Auction.com, have that account set up on all your foreclosures, Fannie Mae, HUD.com, HUD.usgov.com. So the intranet, you all know that's where your training is for DocuSign, your website, your marketing tools, so much more. Broker Sumo, that is where we keep up with your transactions. You can log in and see where you're at with your cap. Google Drive, download that app, have it on your phone, and also set up your account with your Gmail account. That's a huge tool that we'll dive into later. And then there is Grammarly. I really love this tool. It helps clean up my emails. It cleans up our listing descriptions to make it really have the right pronunciation. I don't want to throw anybody off with my spelling being off. So profile checkup. This is something new, brand new agents, doesn't matter. If you're not doing this twice a year, you need to be. Realtor.com, we just talked about it. Be sure to log in as an agent. Keep that updated. Zillow, keep it updated. Intranet, keep all that in your profile section updated. This, I'll promise you, will get you more leads. Your Google business page, having this is just critical. So many real estate agents don't have a Google business page. There is a lot you can do with a Google business page, and a lot of people are going to Google you. They just are. So have that page set up. Look in the circle. If you don't have one, hit the search button and put Google business page, and it'll show you how to do it. Or you can just Google, how do I build a Google business page? It's very, very simple to do. And once you do it, keep it updated. Post your pictures, post updates. Affiliations list. We'll talk about why you want to get in these affiliations later, but these are just examples. The Builders Association, that's where all the builders, not only builders, but all the brick masons and the floor contractors and the HVAC companies hang around these events that the Builders Association have. They sponsor them, the roofers. Guys, these are going to be contacts that are great for you to have. Plus, guess what? They all buy and sell houses. So this is a great event to pick up leads. Rankin County Commerce, Madison County Commerce, the Jackson City County. There's so many commerces around. Pick one and get active. You'll just meet people that do business in the same city. And those association people, they really stick together. They do business within their group because that's really promoted. So get involved. We'll get you more business. Use Google Drive to save your passwords. You're about to set up a lot of passwords. Write those jokers down. Put them where you can get them on your phone. If you have the Google Drive app, you can hit it really easy. We'll show you how to do that in just a few minutes, but make sure you start now. You're not going to remember them, and you want to be able to find that MLS login when you need to. So we're going to dive in a little bit more on how to get organized using your Google Drive. So thank you guys so much.